What is up, Chase That Coin family? Shaka Daniel here, and you are now tuned into the Chase That Coin cryptocurrency investing, trading, information channel. I'm going to give it a few minutes and let's get some live streamers, some live viewers, and then we'll take off to the moon. All right, we have a couple live viewers. I'm going to wait a second and get a few more and let you guys all tune into this, because I personally think that the altcoin market is stabilizing and it is getting ready for the next leg up. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait for a few more viewers. While I wait for the few more viewers, I do have a finished version of the logo that you see. It is coming. I have the finished product. I won't release it until I receive the channel intro as well. So a full colored version of the logo plus channel intro on the way. All right, we got a few live viewers, so I'm going to jump right into it. All right. So right here, guys, we have coinmarketcap.com. If you are new to cryptocurrency, coinmarketcap.com, to me, in my personal opinion, it is the most legitimate site to come and get the official ranking. All right. Now, I know that there is world crypto something, world crypto coin, world crypto index or something like that. But I find their rankings to be a little misleading. All right, so this is where I come and I find the official rankings, in my opinion. And lately, the altcoin market has been a little bloody, to say the least. But I personally think, from the technicals, all right, that the market is stabilizing for another leg up. All right, let me just add another support here to give some visual. All right, so as you can see, the market came to this level. All right, it came to this level. When I'm trading, I do look at the wicks, but in my opinion, the real body is what gives you the start of the support. All right. Now, when you're thinking about support and resistance is what they consider a sliding scale, meaning that the actual support and resistance, or reload zone, as some people like to call it, it can be here at the real body, or it can be here. All right. So let me just put another line to give you a visual. All right. So the actual support and resistance line, it isn't a line, so to speak. All right. It's a zone. All right. So between the solid line and the dotted line, this is where you're going to get more so the support and resistance. All right. Right in here. Some people like to call it a reload zone. Some people like to say that support and resistance is a sliding scale. Now, how you look at that is your personal opinion. It all, in my eyes, it's all the same thing. All that tells you is that your support and resistance line, no matter how well you draw it on, it's actually a zone. All right, it is actually a zone. And judging from the way that the market reacted to this level, all right, we got a push up. All right, it pushed into the resistance zone, or the level, whatever you want to call it. All right, the next day it pushed down, pushed up into the resistance zone, creating a higher high, but it closed low. All right, now I don't know how familiar you guys are with candlestick patterns, but if this would have been another candle, if this candle right here would have been another candle like this, like these two, it would have been called the three black crows. Why they call it the three black crows, I have no clue. All right. But the market pulled back. All right. And we got a solid volume candle right after that. Right. Then the market pushed down into my two moving averages and immediately pulled back up above, well, close to the start of the resistance zone. The next day, it closed above the resistance zone. All right. This is key. This is key. All right. That's Stratis. Now let's look at something a little, something you guys may have that's a little bit more popular. Let's look at Ethereum. The Ethereum chart looks pretty similar. All right. Um, it went up. All right. It went up. I could put another line here and all that, but you guys get the point. It went up. It pulled back. All right. It went back up into the resistance zone. It pulled back. All right. We have a shooting star with a false signal. All right. Then the market pushed up, continuing with the moving average. All right. So two markets so far that we've covered have signs saying that the market may very well be stabilizing for another leg up. All right. That's two markets that we've covered so far. Shout out to those of you who've already dropped likes on the video. I appreciate you all. In the words of Adam Meister, pound that like button. Pound that like button. Shout out to Adam Meister. All right, so let's look at something else. This one is the one that decided it for me. All right, Lisk. You all know that I think that Lisk is highly undervalued. All right, I think Lisk is very much so undervalued. And the reason I think Lisk is undervalued, briefly to get into it, Lisk has two advantages over Ethereum. All right, one advantage is theory because it hasn't been proven yet, but it has the advantage of it being JavaScript based. All right, it is JavaScript based. They're both Turing complete, but Lisk is JavaScript based. All right, and if I'm not mistaken, Solidity is just a rewrite of JavaScript. All right, so that's one thing it has. The second thing it has over other cryptocurrencies is it has scalability. It has governance. All right, that's a big thing. People want a coin that has solid governance, but it also has scalability built into the blockchain. And the way that it has scalability built into the blockchain is through side chains. All right. Now, a lot of these cryptocurrencies that allow you to build your own blockchain on top of it, all right, they did not think of the problem of blockchain bloat, or maybe they did, because I would say 99% of those guys are a lot smarter than I am. All right, as far as coding, so maybe they did think of it and they have a future solution. But one of the things Ethereum has going against it is the fact that why is my screen like this? Okay, that's why. The fact that it will incur blockchain bloat if it keeps going at the rate it's going. All right, meaning it keeps putting out, mind you, Ethereum puts out some projects that have some solid fundamentals behind them, and that could be big. But these blockchains will have to put these ERC20 or whatever they're called tokens will have to put their information onto the Ethereum blockchain. Now, if multiple of these tokens their platform becomes big, it's going to cause Ethereum to bloat. All right. Lisk already tackled that from the beginning because Lisk has side chains. All right. So every application is running on its own side chain, and it's just basically secured by Lisk. All right. Whatever happens when that sidechain happens, it's not going to bloat Lisk. So Lisk is somewhat infinitely scalable. All right. All right. So let's look at Lisk. All right. Lisk pulled back with a volume candle. All right. And I know a lot of you like Fibonacci, so let's throw some Fibonacci on here. All right. Lisk pulled back with a volume candle. Let's pull back with a volume candle. It is a coincidence that the 61 level is directly the support level that I drew on. That's comes from practice. All right. The market is struggling though to break the 50%. All right. It's struggling to break. It briefly broke through on this one, but it is struggling to break the 50%. All right. So from the analysis that I just gave you guys on on Ethereum and Stratis, they didn't pull back as much. All right. Or they did pull back, but they continued on their leg up easily. But even an undervalued coin like Lisk has pulled back, but it is showing signs that it may push up. All right, and this is self the other day. All right, I said that Lisk could slope down, hit the bottom of our channel before breaking up, or it may play sideways before breaking up. All right, and I'm still holding to this. I'm still holding to this until I'm proven wrong. All right, maybe I'll throw another one on there for you guys. All right, so there's three options that can happen with Lisk. All right, it plays sideways here. Let me change that color. All right, it plays sideways along the 61. It already broke the 61, but it is struggling to break the 50%. It plays sideways along the 50 before picking up some volume and giving us some signs of an up move. All right, that's what you want to be looking for. Even if you are not a trader, ladies and gentlemen, even if you are not a trader, you want, when the market is moving up, you are looking for bearish evidence to make your entry. And when the market is moving sideways, you are accumulating and you are waiting for bullish evidence. All right, it's simple as that. All right, you could be a trader, you could be long-term hold. All right, even if you're long-term hold, I would assume that you want to get the most bang for your buck. So if you're investing Bitcoin and you can get 4,000 Lisk instead of 2,000, I would think you would want to do that. All right, so that's why all of this stuff right here plays into that. Let's look at something like Ethereum Classic. Like I said, I personally think that the altcoin market is stabilizing and it is looking to break up for another leg up. All right, how long the leg up will last, who knows? Ethereum Classic, the same thing. It pulled back temporarily, all right, almost giving us the three black crows, but then we got volume. We got volume. And the market is struggling not only to break the lower moving average, but it's also struggling to break 50% of the body of the volume candle. All right. Never mind that it broke through and pushed back up. It has to close. All right. It has to close. There's even in Lisk, there's a position that I'm holding, right? And the market did this on this bullish candle. Let's just act like it was bearish. The market did this. It did this exact thing, but it struggled to break the volume candle. All right. That too is bullish signs. All right. You want to be looking for bullish signs when you're accumulating, and you want to be looking for bearish signs when the market has already pushed up. Yes, the market has pushed up here, but it isn't showing, it's showing bearish signs somewhat, but the bearish signs are not very strong, indicating that the sell pressure may not be as strong as we think. All right, let me check the chat real quick. What's up, guys? What's up? Carlos says he would like my opinion for the new ICO storage. You just informed me about that. I did not know that Lisk. I mean, excuse me. That. So keep talking about Lisk. I did not know that storage what was doing another a ICO. I wasn't aware of that. Storage X. What is that for? Because it's going to Ethereum, they're going to do another crowd sale, a crowd sale. Uh, 007 Darkness. Everybody's 007 now. So you might not be able to answer this in this video, but I'd love to get your input on Vox one day. Voxels. That's what you're talking about, right? Voxels had it had a great start, and then it just kind of settled into nothing. Especially with, I'm not sure if they have their gaming platform already ready or what the case might be, but I know that it started off really great. Voxel started off really great, caught my eye for a second, but it just kind of like simmered away into nothing. It's not like something like a Bit Crystals, you know, they got their thing going on, or Augmenter Games. Augmenter Games is really cool. It's not something like that. I mean, in theory it is, but I'm not. I don't know if if Voxels they have their. Let's check it out. I don't know if they have their platform actually up and running. And you guys have to excuse me. I can't. I personally can't type because I broke two of my fingers one time. I actually cut one of my fingers off. My ring finger on my right hand, the tip of it I cut off, and the other one, my middle finger on my right hand, I smashed it to pieces. So I can't really type anymore. Let's check out what markets they're on. Oh, Voxels is only on Bittrex with 73 $1,000 in 24-hour volume. I personally only look at cryptocurrencies. Before it was a half a million. Now I try to stick to the cryptocurrencies that have at least $1 million in 24-hour volume. Yes, there are other cryptocurrencies, diamonds in the rough, that do not have this volume yet, and I try to seek them out. But generally, I try to stick with the ones who have at least $1 million, from half a million to $1 million in 24-hour volume, because it's easy for me to withdraw or get my orders filled when I'm ready to sell. All right. There's no sense of having a cryptocurrency and it goes up in price, and when you're ready to sell, your orders won't get filled. Yeah. Vincent McTow. Yeah, man. I cut one of my fingers off and broke the other one in a metal press when I used to work in a fab shop. So that really hurt. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't break out in tears. Like, I was more so shocked. If anything, I was just like, at that time it was like kind of crazy. I was just like, how am I gonna pay my rent and my bills? Like, that's the only thing I was worried about. It was crazy. Ken Bozak, how goes it? How goes it, bro? Uh, oh, Ubik. I've been hearing a lot about Ubik, and I've I have looked into it. I wanted to take a position. I didn't, simply because the only thing that I heard about it is that, well, the only thing that I read about it was that it's basically Ethereum, but it's taking um, it's taking the tried and tested code out of Ethereum. So it's only taking the safe code out of Ethereum. It does have an asset on it that's worth about $13 million. So that is a good thing. But like I said, I sat back and I really evaluated to the best of my ability the whole smart contract, decentralized application. Uh, you can build your own blockchain platforms. All right. So we have Ethereum, which is really just smart contracts, but you can do multiple things with these smart contracts. Then we have Ethereum Classic, of course. Then we have Waves. We have Ardor, which is something like that. And we have Lisk. We have Ubiq. We have Expanse. We have, I want to say Rise, the Rise platform. As far as I'm concerned, right now, Ethereum is in the lead, with Ethereum Classic being a close second. All right. But this is just my opinion. Do not take this as investment advice. In my opinion, Lisk is highly undervalued, and Lisk will probably surpass Ethereum Classic and be a close competitor to Ethereum. All right. If it passes Ethereum Classic, of course, it passed up the Waves platform and other certain platforms. I think that just because, and you guys have to understand, JavaScript has a huge following. All right. And blockchain is the next big thing within the world, right? So if blockchain is the next big thing within the world, and Lisk is JavaScript based, where you can build your own applications and who knows what else on top of Lisk using JavaScript. Those two things, in my opinion, are sleepers. So this is why I've taken a position within Lisk. Now, I do have Ethereum Classic. I had Waves. I sold a little bit too early. And I'm maybe looking for a re-entry. But I personally think that the Lisk platform will surpass all of the other ones that are under Ethereum, and may temporarily catch up to or surpass something like an Ethereum. Now, Ethereum has a little bit more of an edge because it is contract based, all right? And a lot of government agencies and a lot of different companies are going to want to use contracts. But a lot of people are also going to want to build their own blockchains and decentralized applications that they don't have to worry about the servers getting shut down and certain things like that. And the applications will keep running. So that's why I sat down and evaluated it one day. And that's what I came up with. See a lot of talk about Steam. I like Steam it. I just don't like that there's 3 coins, but I do like Steam it. I'm reading the comments, guys. Yes, I have. Well, Snod Nipper. That's a funny name. Snod Nipper. Yes, I have checked out the software, and a lot of people say that side chains won't work, but the side chains won't work with them using the Crypty framework. All right, the Crypty base. But what they're doing is they developed the whole Crypty situation from the ground up, and they're also developing a all new SDK, software developer kit, which is going to be specifically for running these things on JavaScript. And I suggest you guys to go and check out how big of a fan club JavaScript actually has. And yes, I've looked very deep, to say the least. Why didn't Ethereum use JavaScript themselves? Mr. Lowbottom says. I've heard a couple different reasons why they didn't personally use JavaScript, but they didn't go too far from the JavaScript tree because Solidity on new original, like it's a rebuild of JavaScript. All right. So Max's reason for using JavaScript was, instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, use something that is already proven. All right. JavaScript is already proven to work. Even though we all may think so, Solidity is not proven yet to actually fully work. All right, JavaScript is it's been tested over and over and over again. All right, so and that makes, in my eyes, that makes perfect sense. Why try to reinvent the wheel? Let's not. Let's just come out, put out a solid product with something that is proven, and make this solid product even better. So I think Max is onto something pretty good. Well, I don't want to make this one too long, guys. I just wanted to get out there and say something. I didn't want it to be too long without me putting some information out there. I do personally go by quality, not quantity, but I do understand that I definitely need to put out some more quantity, and working on getting my schedule right to do so. But until then, please like and subscribe. If you want to take my one-on-one cryptocurrency trading course, please email me, chasethatcoin@gmail.com. Follow me on Twitter. I give out a lot of cryptocurrency entries, good entries and stuff like that, and just my opinion when I'm not making videos. Follow me on Twitter @chasethatcoin. Like and subscribe. Once again, if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe, and keep chasing that coin, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.